This is Ventana, a platform for creating holographic interfaces for the internet-connected devices in your home. With Ventana, we can add control to devices exactly where you want it to be, on the device. Instead of having to control the speaker by pulling out your phone, unlocking it, and navigating to your music player, you can just look and tap. Let's take a look at how this works. While the final version of Ventana will be implemented on multiple devices, we first wanted to start with music, and music needs a speaker. We're using Sonos as our testbed for a couple of reasons. First, it's internet connected, which will allow us to access the state and assets of the speaker over the network. Second, because it's internet connected, the model we use to control the speaker can be used for other devices like lights, door locks, and thermostats. With this speaker, we don't need to make any hardware or software modifications. We just need to place this image target on the front so the HoloLens will understand what it's looking at. For the second piece of our project, we're using a Raspberry Pi as our hub that will send commands to the Sonos speaker over the network. We're running a Flask-based web server on the Pi that acts as the middleman, keeping the connection active to the speaker, while the HoloLens just needs to send simple web requests to control or get information from the speaker. The hub talks to the Sonos using an open source class called SOCO, which makes it easy to connect to and control any Sonos speaker on your local network. For example, when the user presses pause, the HoloLens sends a standard web request to the Raspberry Pi. When the Pi gets that request, it sends off a command to the Sonos speaker using SOCO, and when the speaker gets that command, it pauses. Finally, we get to the HoloLens, which will be our viewer. It does all of the graphical heavy lifting. To detect the image target, we're using a tool called Vuforia. Once we have a lock on the image target, we can project our controller onto it. The 3D model of the controller has been built in a modeling application called Blender. The controller has 4 playback controls and the album artwork, which updates to whatever is currently playing. All of the controls and scripts are associated with the controller, and when a button is pressed on it, we handle the event, construct a web request, and then send it to the Raspberry Pi hub, which sends a command to the speaker. This piece of the architecture is purposefully lightweight, so porting it over to another device like a phone would be easy. Now let's take a look at how all of this works together. Implementing Vuforia on the HoloLens, we can recognize the image target and project our controller onto it. From here, we can control the music, which is sending a request from the HoloLens to the server, which then sends it to the speaker. We can even change tracks, and the album artwork updates immediately. This is only the beginning for Ventana. We are working on increasing the distance you can use our controller, and most importantly, bringing these experiences to more devices.